And we're live. What up, man? How you doing, man?
What's up, baby?
I'm here, man. Back in the lab, man.
Back in the lab, man.
As y'all can see, we're starting a little bit of a renovation here in the lab.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Next few weeks, we'll be upgrading and
The
improving.
lab's coming along, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Progress over perfection, man. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Looks good. Looks good. Yo, man. So, hey, we're back at it again. Episode Woo 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 Woo. Our legacy, our beliefs, our show. Me and my boy D. We've been out for a minute. We're sorry. We're going to keep trying to bring you the good stuff. But we had some little run-ins with the law. But it's all good. We're back at it. They let me out.
They let him out, man.
So
On
what's up,
bail.
bro?
He's out on bail. Not much, man. Just got back from had a weekend getaway or midweek getaway with my wife, man. It was our 20-year wedding anniversary.
Congrats, man.
Can you believe it,
Man,
man?
that's crazy, man.
20 years, dude.
You still look like a pup, too, man. You still
hey,
looking young.
hey,
you
I'm
know?
trying, dude. I'm trying.
Yeah, huh? Hey, so when you guys was up there, did you get lucky?
I got lucky, man. I got lucky.
No, that's what's up, man. So tell me. So where you take? Would you take?
So I surprised my wife, man, with a trip. I told her the day before the trip, I said, "Hey, pack a bag for a few days. I got the babysitter squared away. We're all good at work, and let's roll." And I took her to the San Juan Islands. We drove over there to Anacortes, Washington, and hopped on the ferry to the San Juan Islands and stayed at a place, Friday Harbor.
That's what's up. Did you drive on the ferry? Or did you?
Yeah,
you
drove on the ferry, and man, I tell you what, bro, man, that we had an amazing time, man.
That's what's
That island, the island life, the island vibe, man. It's a lot more chill and relaxed, and
That's what's up.
no agenda, you know.
Yeah,
It
he's
was
making
fun.
all those guys out there. He's making me look bad, bro. I gotta step my game up now. 20 years, you doing it like that?
Hey, man, hey, that was done on a budget too, just so you
Yeah,
know.
dog, I would have been like, we going to Incas.
Yeah, man, we had a blast though, man. I recommend getting over there, bro. Seriously, get over there.
That's what's up, man.
We plan on going back and taking our kids.
Yeah,
and
man.
hanging out.
Let me know when you guys gonna go back, man.
Yeah.
Because I would like to go do that, man.
Yeah, we'll make it happen for sure, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So what do we got tonight over here, man? You guys, we got for our wine of the night. We got we haven't got the red wine yet. Next episode, we're gonna get
That's
the red
a
wine.
Moscato, right?
Barefoot, apple.
Is that Moscato? Is that what it
I
said?
don't know what that is. Fruit Scotto. This is probably really good because I like that fruity stuff, man.
Yeah.
So-
I know you like that, bro.
So we're getting pretty good at this wine thing a little bit, but next week we're gonna dive into the
real stuff.
red wines.
We're going overseas with the French stuff, man.
Give me your glass, Aunt.
Yeah.
So, had our first. Is that good?
That's good.
Had our first week of the NFL this past weekend.
First week of the NFL, man. It was good football, bro.
Oh,
it was good.
man,
it was
dude,
good, man.
so good to get back into some normalcy, kind of, right? Like this is like my favorite time of the year.
Yeah, football seasons.
Just the change in the weather, the smells in the air, the Sunday mornings with my wife cooking breakfast in the kitchen, not me
Yeah.
just sitting on the couch doing nothing,
Nothing all day.
watching
huh?
football. Dude, I love it, dude.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
with you, man. Hey, did you get all the channels?
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah. I miss those days, bro.
Not anymore. I used to do the red zone thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know that, but I enjoyed, man, flicking through every single game, man.
Yeah, you're a professional, bro.
I was a professional channel flicker,
Yeah.
channel changer.
Yeah, man. It was good football, though, bro. Wouldn't you say? Like,
Yeah, dude, I think so, man. I think, I was just looking forward to Seahawks more than anything, but Seahawks came out looking sharp, dude.
yeah, they did.
And honestly, bro, I'm not used to, and Seahawks fans, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not used to us starting the season off super fast,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not used to us coming out the gates crisp. And it just seemed like week one, man, we came out strong, efficient, crisp, playing fast.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson slinging it
On the road.
on the road. Like, we win. We still win lots of games the last handful of years, but we just we grind them out.
Yeah.
And it seemed like we started
That's
off
so
different.
true. That's so true, man. Russell came out, bam, 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 bam. And we know how good Russell Wilson is. But when starting the season, starting the first game off like that, man, I'm amazed. We got New England next week. This coming up week is going to be pretty tough, dude.
Yeah.
You know, that defense. And
I think we get them, though.
yeah,
honestly.
I think we get them too. I mean,
I think Russ needs to get an MVP nod this year if he has a good year, which I don't see him barring injury, man. He should have another stellar season, man.
give me 2 predictions who you think the MVP is going to be.
I think
Just 2 guys.
I say Mahomes
Okay.
or Aaron Rodgers. And I just say Aaron Rodgers because I feel like he's the All-American guy, All-American quarterback, and I think he's going to have a good year this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think Russell Wilson, if he does what he's done the last few years, man, he needs to be right there in the mix, dude.
Russ is always there.
He deserves it. He's deserving.
Yeah, Russ was in the mix, and then there was some of those games where his guys dropped balls and kind of fumbled the balls at the end of the game and lost the game. But I agree with you 110. Aaron Rodgers is on my list. The guy has never had his back against the wall. They draft a number 1 draft pick as a quarterback to basically take his job, and he's like, that ain't happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so I say it's him and Kyler Murray. Those are both guys on the list to be MVP to me. Those are the 2 guys.
I think it's too early for Kyler Murray, but I will say this about Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. You were giving them big ups last week when we were talking, or a couple weeks ago when we were here with Roy.
Yeah.
And I wasn't buying it, man. I wasn't, dude. And even though I'm a Kyler Murray fan, I think he's going to be a good quarterback, man. Mm-hmm. But I was impressed week 1, dude. Mm-hmm. And having what's his name? What's the receiver they got?
Hopkins.
Getting Hopkins. Can be scary, dude. Honestly,
Yeah.
It could be scary, dude.
You can see the Texans. You can see they played good football, but KC walked away with it. But you could clearly see not having Hopkins.
Man, dude, that coach in Houston, man, he left his quarterback out to dry.
Yeah.
And you give the quarterback a big contract. He's your franchise guy, and you give him
number 1 weapon.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's doing over there. Ego's in the way down there.
Yeah. So, but on top of that, bro, we had football, man, and we got all these sports are hitting us in the face, bro. Everything.
Yeah, this is
it's good. And we have basketball going on, and it looks like LeBron has moved himself to the AFC, the Western Championship game coming up here against Denver. Which nobody had seen that coming. We thought it was going to be the Lakers Clippers, but man, it's like I'm trying to tell you, man, it's going down, man.
What happened? So what happened to the Clippers?
I don't know, bro.
Like I just told Anthony last week. Last week we were having a conversation. We actually had a really good debate, and I was winning the debate, but I lost it last night because I was saying that I believed that Kawhi has elevated his game to being the best closer in the game in the NBA. I thought he was the best closer. And shit. He shit the stick last night.
He shit the stick, dude. He's one of those guys as to where he could be the best player, but he also needs a guy there. He needs a hype man. A real hype man, and it can't be Beverly. Beverly's not the hype man to have.
They say Beverly's like the little dog that's gonna bark his head off and just get everybody else in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
and the guy, let me tell you, that team would be. I think they could beat LeBron James if you just took a healthy Rondo and put him on that team. Because you need a general, man, a floor general, and Kawhi Leonard is not a floor general. I think he's good, he's great, but he hasn't moved his game to that champion by himself mentality. He went to a team that wasn't a winning team the year before when he came on, man. Every team before that, man, it was an A-class team.
And I didn't. Well, you were telling me that the other day we were having this conversation, and I wasn't buying it. Like I know the game. I know what you're talking about, but I was like, nah, dude. Like Kawhi is that dude. He's that guy, and I still think he's top 5 easily in the NBA. But you're right, dude. He went into teams where he didn't have to. I wouldn't say not lead because I think he's a leader, but he, like you said, he's not a vocal leader. I don't think from what we see, but he didn't have to create a culture. He went into team. He was in San Antonio with a culture that was already established, right? With the coach, the players they had. Then you go to Toronto with a culture and a team that's already established. So he's not creating culture. Then you go to LA. They were picked to, and I think that, man, if they would have stayed LA mindset, Clipper mindset from last year, where they're just those fucking grimy dogs, man.
Mm-hmm.
They win,
Mm-hmm.
but like they got a little too prima donna this year.
Yeah.
Even though Kawhi's not a prima donna guy,
not,
it
but-
just seemed like they thought they had in the bag.
And sometimes you got to have, and that's the thing is that Kawhi Leonard, the guys that he was going, the guys that all the teams he went before, even if you look at Toronto, they had been there. They had been at those levels
Right to the
all
top.
the time. So they were just losing. They got rid of Rosen, and they were just looking for that piece to fit in for Rosen, and they got the guy to slip in as like championship. If he stays there, they're there again.
Yeah.
If he stays there again with that same team,
Yeah.
shit, they beat. I think there's a possibility they beat the Lakers.
So
man.
who's the best? Who in your opinion is the best closer in the game?
That's playing right now?
I guess this season, not just the playoffs, but this season. Like, who would be the best closer?
Shit, I don't know, man. I mean, if you look at it right now, you got to look. Butler's doing his thing. You look at it, the Murray kid's doing his thing. But you got to look at the GOAT, man. Like right now, the GOAT right now is LeBron James, man. And he just is like, he knows how to bring his presence even without the ball in his hand, dude.
Yeah.
But he's been doing it ever since he was a baby, dude.
You know, sometimes like I'm a fan of LeBron, and I recognize his greatness. Where I put him probably like Jordan's always gonna be one in my book. I think just because I grew up that era, seeing like
he's the best closer
right?
probably of all times, right?
Yeah.
But,
so I guess let's go one for right now. Best closer in the game. I would probably give it to LeBron, KD when healthy. I think, but LeBron right now this season. LeBron, KD didn't play this year. A week ago I was giving it to Kawhi, but after what happened last night, I don't think he's not the guy.
Yeah, I mean you say KD, but KD's not even he's not a closer to me.
You don't think so?
No, I put Kawhi there because Kawhi has
over KD.
Yeah, because KD what did KD? When did he ever like close anything?
I don't know.
He had the opportunity to put the best.
He closed out the finals against LeBron.
Yeah, that was a walk. They knew they were gonna win that game easy, bro. They swept them, right?
No, they lost one, I think.
They lost one.
I
Yeah,
don't
that
know,
one was one of those things where you had the best team that's ever played, and you take the best I think he's one of the best. Like to me, I think he's the best shooter. Find the shot guys in the NBA and put them with the best shooters. You better win. So I mean, besides him, you got LeBron, and you got you got to look at Kawhi Leonard coming into this year. That was the guy because what he did the year before. But I don't, man. It's hard to say, man. I mean, this Murray kid, dude, he's looking like the best type of closers coming up right now.
They said they were comparing him to. I heard somebody say Gilbert Arenas, and I like that comparison, man. But what sets Denver apart, dude? And okay, so before we get into this, who do you got in the Denver LA series? Who do you got?
Oh, I got L.A. L.A. Gets them in 5.
Okay.
Did you know this whole year they played and they're 6-0 against them? Yeah, L.A. 6-0 against.
Are you
these
serious?
Guys, yeah. And so it's just
I think they got. So I had Lakers in 5 too.
Oh, you did?
I did seriously, but
okay.
But I'll tell you this: I won't be surprised if Denver pulls it out in 6 or 7.
No, I don't think that they make it that far.
I think Denver's wore out. They've played a lot of long, like series, 7-game series, tough fought battle. But dude, I'm impressed with this Jokic.
Jokic is good,
dude,
but you got to look. You got to look that Jokic is going to be going against big guys this whole time. He's going to be going against Davis. He's going to be going against Howard. He's going to be going against McGee. He's going to be going against some more guys.
Some more size, definitely.
And the crazy part is, if you look at it, all these guys that he's going to be going against are weathered. These guys are been from everybody's. True. These guys been in the playoffs. These guys got championships. These guys know right now. All they know is it's like, let's just we got whoever we come in. Let's put them down. Let's not let this team get one against us. For right now, since the Clippers are supposed to be the team, right now they got right now LeBron's coming out and they're gonna go hard. And I don't think that. I think that the whole thing that hurts the Clippers is that they were doing that whole thing where they were like trying to like save like Kawhi should be in the game and he's sitting on the bench. It's like, okay, come on, LeBron, dude. This is the most LeBron's ever sat in his career.
Yeah.
This on this team to get. But you got right now, you got a Rondo. If you look down low, there's nobody on that team that can stop those guys down.
Well,
low.
like I was saying last week before we did the show, I was like, you know what? I think the Clippers had the better team. The Clippers a better all around team, but the Lakers were playing better. That was what I was feeling last week. And now look at Clippers are out, Denver's in. I think Denver has an opportunity because they're not supposed to win, so it takes some pressure off. And the thing with Jokic is he doesn't necessarily, he's going to score his points, but they run a lot of stuff through him,
Right.
and I think that's going to give fits to some of those taller guys on the Lakers. The McGee, the Howard, and even Davis. Not so much Davis as much, but is because he's going to be a facilitator. And I think that's going to mess with those guys a little bit.
Yeah,
so it's going to be good. It's going to be just a good series.
I can
man.
see it, but I think that the Lakers got too much length. I mean,
But the X factor is the king.
Yeah, the king,
right.
LeBron James. And LeBron James, they're not going to try to go down and just do crazy pull-up threes like a lot of these other teams. They're going to manage it. And having Rondo out there, Rondo's going to get Jokic into foul trouble. And I mean, mark my words, what happens, Jokic is going to be in foul trouble like every time because Rondo on the court is going to make sure it happens.
Yeah. Rondo's a stud, man.
Yeah, man.
He's a different guy. Playoff Rondo.
He's a deep playoff Rondo, man.
Playoff P didn't show up. Show up.
He was having hard times, man. You know.
So what do you think, man? He had mentioned Paul George that mentally in the bubble just messed with him. And you think that's a legitimate excuse? You think?
I think it is, dude.
Yeah,
I think it is. Like when a person's confined, when they're used to just doing what they want, we don't know that guy's routine. We don't know what he does if he goes on long jogs and walks in the parks and shit with his dog. We don't know that shit, man.
Yeah.
And now this guy's confined to some area and whatnot. So the whole deal is that you got to give the Clippers a break to a certain extent because their whole lives this whole thing that's going on has changed everything. So you kind of get not necessarily give them a pass, but then we'll see how they do next year.
Yeah. My thing is this: I think Clippers are built for a nice run, few year run, right? However, I think this was probably their best year to win because I think Lakers are going to be just as good, if not better, next year. Mm-hmm. You know, they're more chemistry. You still got the King. They're probably going to add some pieces. They're going to be better. And really Denver's going to be better. Denver's legit, right? They're going to be better next year. Yeah. Because you got that Michael Porter. He's a stud, dude. Give him another year in the NBA and in this system. Oh man, that's a 3-headed monster right there in Denver. Yeah. And you got Utah. Utah is not a slouch, man. Utah is going to be in the mix again. And then who's coming back? The Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, the Golden State Warriors
with a top draft pick.
With a top draft pick.
Come on, dude. They're gonna. I think the Clippers might have missed their opportunity to win one, dude.
I agree with you 110, dude. And I think they know it too because LeBron's coming hard out of the West. And what you have to realize is to where the team that everybody has to watch out for next year, dude, is you got to watch out for Brooklyn because if they can not be showstoppers with a KD
on the East,
I'm trying to tell you, they're gonna be scary, man. If they can play basketball and not be showstoppers on like, hey, you ready to score up your bucket?
Well, I know that KD can. KD's proven it. He went from OKC to Golden State, who's ultimate team, right? And he may have had a few mishaps.
Draymond
he had a few mishaps, but you're changing styles of play. But he fit. To me, the Golden State system fit him perfect because he's not like a alpha dominant personality. He is as a scorer, but personality wise, he can fit in and mold himself into a team.
Right.
However, Kyrie, every team he's been on, without a superstar without LeBron, they haven't been good.
They lost a lot of games.
He went to Boston, and Boston was better without him than with him. Yeah. They should have kept Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
You know, then he goes to the Nets. The Nets the year before actually were good, dude. They were good. D'Angelo Russell was there. They were playing as a team, just a tough, gritty team. And then he goes there, and then shit falls apart. Right. So I think Kyrie's a class talent. I don't believe in him as a leader of my team, man.
But the reason why I say that they brought in Steve Nash, and if some of that Steve Nash can wear off to where he doesn't have the ball in his hands,
that's true.
If they can get a point guard in there, like a point guard,
or just having him as a mentor, because Kyrie has all the tools in the bag.
Oh yeah, he does.
But now you have a true point guard in Steve Nash who could score, but he was a team guy.
Yeah, and guys that
could help a lot.
Guys played harder for guys that. They play harder for you when they know they're getting the ball, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
But besides that, man.
Shit, man, I love basketball, man.
Yeah. So me and the wife, man, we went to the casino, bro.
How'd it go?
She won like $1,000, and I drank and got drunk.
Sounds like a win, dude.
Yeah, sounds like a win. Dude.
So is the casino full? Is it full capacity right now?
Packed, dog.
Are they run masks? Did they wear masks in there?
Yeah, they wear masks. You gotta wear your mask and shit. But it was legit, man. It was. I didn't touch nobody. You know, shit like that. I went to the bar. They got like this big ass 200-inch screen. It's big. It's bigger than 2 inches, dude. It's huge, man. But
bigger than 2 inches.
200. 200.
That's funny, dude. Yeah, man. I'm still trying to avoid big, like crowds like
and
that.
And you should. I had no business being up there.
Yeah, dude. That's not healthy, man. Not safe, man.
Yeah, shit. You guys will be having at the end of this fucking segment. Rest in peace. That'll be fucked up.
Man, dude, that's crazy, man. $1,000, dude. Lucky you, man.
Yeah, lucky her. I ain't seen that money. I ain't seen no money. She showed it to me, but I ain't seen it.
That's funny
shit. But yeah, man. Besides that, man, everything's going good. No issues with not. And yeah, I've been like, dude, I've been fucking around with the stock market, dude. And
how's that going?
Dude, I've been doing pretty good, man. The tech world's doing pretty good.
I know. My plan is to start dabbling in that before the end of the year.
Yeah, dude. So like, it's crazy because it's kind of like they're saying that right now. Like right now, the market, they're saying this shit may crash tomorrow.
Yeah.
They're saying that
they're ready to buy.
Yeah, they're saying that the United States is fucking so far behind with fucking just everything, dude. Like our gold there's no gold to back our so-called I mean, it's crazy, man. So they say get ready if the market drops, be ready. Yeah, so all I know is I can freeze my shit, and it's like
I follow a guy on social media, so we're talking about stocks, and he's just bought a bunch of shares in a company that owns like a bunch of malls in the country.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, they might even be outside the country, I don't know, but they pretty much own the majority of like large malls because all the stocks have dropped so much because of COVID. Mm-hmm. People aren't shopping and stuff. So he invested some money into a bunch of shares. They were trending before COVID hit to be like at 150 or something, and right now they're down to like $60. Mm. So he's saying like if everything just clears up in the near future or in the future, regardless, a year from now, it's going to double his investment.
Right.
So
that's legit.
And I was like, hey, but everything the mall thing kind of scares me because I just kind of see like the whole
Amazon takeover.
Just everything social media, malls aren't as busy, but everything comes full circle too. And I think so. Anyways, if you got money to invest, and you don't need that money to, I guess you invest money that you are okay with losing, right?
Yeah, that's kind of
that's the game, right?
That's what it is. And Doc, so what I've been doing right now is just like this new technology that's called graphene. Have you heard of it?
No.
So graphene is kind of like what your pencils, that is like the lead in your pencils, what is.
Yeah.
And so basically what it is, some scientists figured out if you take like some tape and you like just put it on it a couple times, it creates this material, right? And that bonding material that is called graphene. And if they bond it together, it's 200 times stronger than steel.
Holy shit.
Yes. And then on top of that, what they're saying is it's light. So there could be a big garbage bag of it, and it's like almost a pound.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so it's new technology, dude. And they're saying that this stuff.
Whoa. Is there a way to invest in this stuff now?
I'm investing in it right now at pennies.
Okay, well, I need the hook.
Man, I'll hook you up, bro.
I'm ready. That sounds like a good one to throw some money into.
I'm trying to tell you, dude. And right now they're talking about this stuff is, and that's not even it. There's more to it, bro.
Keep going.
So basically, when you heat it, it won't even heat up. So you can put fire on it, and it won't heat up. You understand? And so what they're doing is that what they want to do is that they're using this material to where they're even putting it, and it's thin. You can see through it. It's like glass.
Right.
And so a lot of things, what they're doing is that you can basically, they're bulletproof to where a person shoots you, you're not even going to like get the impact of it. And so it's a new technology that's coming out, and it can go to hair dye, to clothes. Then they're going to be using it mainly on like your cars. And this is the key right here. It transport energy from A to B 100%. There's no energy loss. So they're saying if you look at the new batteries for cars, graphene is going to be the deal. And it's from graphite.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've been on this dude for about 4 years.
What the hell?
But
Why
now-
don't you put
Because
me on the game, man?
Because, bro, I don't know. I'm just looking this stuff up. I seen a dude talk about it who had his own private business, but now there's some companies that I'm talking about. I just bought like 1,000 shares for like 41 cents. And so I invested in 3 companies. One, it was like $1. The other one was like 41 cents. The other one was like 25 cents. And I just bought 1,000 shares of them, whatnot.
Yeah.
But the one that was like at $1, they have basically found out how to, with this graphene, a filter to basically take ocean water
Right.
and purify it. I'm not fucking with you, bro.
Wow.
And
All right, man. I'm gonna read up on this because I've been wanting to invest some money before the end of the year.
Pennies on a dollar. Just buy 1,000 shares of all these ones, dude, and one of them is gonna pop off, bro. And 1,000 shares is
I'm looking into it.
$200, $100 here, $100. It's like fucking going to the casino, bro. But that's the thing.
Well, you got to think too. Like, you got to think. So anybody looking to invest and is just like, let's say you have, $100 that you can.
Throw away.
You either leave in the bank or you invest it. If you leave in the bank, you're gonna get 5 cents on your $100 in a year. Now, I mean, so your return on your investment is gonna be way more than that. So if it's money you don't need to spend, it's better start looking at investing.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
Because your banks, there's a point in time in history where banks gave you a nice significant amount of money
Right.
for holding your money, interest or whatever, and those days are gone, dude.
Right.
They're basically just
right. And so,
using your
like,
money, and hopefully they don't lose it.
Right. So people that are out there, like if you like look at dividend stocks, like
Dividends,
Apple,
yeah.
Apple's kind of has like one of the top dividend stocks in there. And
Yeah, I'm looking to buy some dividend stocks.
Yeah. So if you buy the stock itself, at the end of the year they'll pay you just for holding that stock.
Yep.
And it only may be like like 5%. Sometimes it's not. But if you buy enough of those,
Yeah.
you're to basically
Well,
end
the
it
thing
up.
is-
And a lot of people they'll retire off of their dividends.
Well, the thing is that people got to realize when it comes to the dividend stock is some pay quarterly, some pay yearly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is you're right, bro. Like if you have money that is sitting there in the bank that's getting you nothing, literally nothing on
Right.
a dollar,
Mm-hmm.
man, dude, put that stuff into that stock that's going to pay you a dividend stock, especially if it's even a company that you use, right? So like you want to be part owner.
Yeah,
Like if I
McDonald's, I love some motherfucking McDonald's.
you might as well invest in a little bit of
Yeah.
stuff that I know I use, right?
And
Like
that's a
if-
top stock. That's one of the, like, if we talk about like Apple, we talk about like Johnson and Johnson. These are like the top ones. These are like top. This is top stuff, bro. And I mean, nobody's really talking about this stuff, man, except a lot of rich people, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. You might have your broker and shit that might help you out, man. But
Yeah.
do your research.
And the times of this is the thing too. The times of a broker. I mean, I'm not knocking it, right? But you don't really you can learn so much right now via social media,
Right.
and you don't need to have a middleman for this stuff anymore. Like get schooled up, buy some books, listen to some people on social media, and man, I'm telling you right now, man, you save more money there. Like you don't need this person anymore in the middle to tell you how to invest your money if you can do your own homework.
Yes, and people like the mutual funds and shit. Right now, it's called the ETFs, the exchange trading funds. That's the takeover right now, dude. Mutual funds is going to become like a thing of the past. And I guess Warren Buffett had like a bet with one of his buddies about how he can make more money off of mutual funds.
Right.
And the FATs basically that they've invested this much money in this and this much money in this, and the FATs basically took over.
Wow.
Mutual exchange. Yeah, it's the exchange trading fund. Yeah, so. But yeah, today I invested $5,000 in one today, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's called robotics and artificial intelligence. It's BOTZ. That was it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, tech is one that definitely.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. We went on some shit that we usually don't even talk about. But,
Hey man, but if somebody knows more about the stock game, that can school me up or Ann up, man. I'm wanting to learn, man. I just ordered some literature on it because I want to start, researching and learning more about that, man.
Right.
It's all about figuring out how to create more income, more streams of income, and if you have extra money floating around, man, I mean,
yeah. Instead of going
invest
out,
in something, man.
yeah. But that's the thing, man. Like there's one out there. There's a stock I was looking at. A guy at work told me about it, dude, and I was just like, let me check it out. It scared the shit out of me, bro.
why?
It was one of the scariest things I've ever heard of in my life. And basically what they're trying to do right now is that, you know, when you talk about, you see movies where like people have superpowers and all these like abilities and shit. Yeah. Well, I guess they found a technology to do that.
Like what kind of, are you talking? This is some movie stuff here? What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. And they've been out. It's called CRISP Therapeutic. And basically what it is that they go into your DNA and they can take out different things and add different things from other species and other.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
It's fucking scary. And you know how much the stock's worth right now?
How much?
It's worth $84.
Man,
and I'm debating
this company's gonna they're gonna end up doing something corrupt and wrong, and
what they're saying is that they need this company to go because there's so many, like, we don't want to be behind the scenes of not knowing what's going on as of the world, because if we act like we're blind, we look up, you know, North Korea have like some type of crazy military soldiers that we ain't even ready for, you know. This is like really true, crazy man. Shit that they talk about. It's scary, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
But so if you guys sitting at home, look up Chris and leave a message what you think, and it's gonna scare the shit out of you.
Damn, I'm gonna look it up because this stuff is very interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So hey, so what do you guys, are you doing anything with your family? Because all the fires and stuff we have going on here on the West Coast. I mean, we've been hunkered down inside, can't do much because all the smoke in the air, and I know it's bad for everybody. Are you doing anything?
Man, bro, we just been chilling. Like, it's kind of like
this has been a messed up year.
This is the most chilled I ever did. You know, I was working on my yard. Man, my yard looks like shit. And if you drive by my house, don't judge me, motherfucker, because my yard looks like shit.
This looked like shit for 20 years, dude.
Yeah, but it looked pretty good for a little bit, but then it was like it looked bad.
You're not watering it no more, or what's going on?
Listen, water
man, I'm like a yard.
This guy is a freaking. He's that.
I love having I just fertilized mine again a week ago, man. It's green, full, lush grass, man. I love it, dude.
Yeah, my kids would go play on his yard.
Mine. That was the craziest thing is. They'd play in my yard, pull up from work, and they'd be playing football on my grass, not his grass.
I remember when I first.
They'd be sitting on my porch, not his porch.
I remember. Man, I remember when I moved. He was like, "Man, I'm gonna get a fence." I was like, "Why you gonna get a fence, man?" He was like, "Man, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get a fence." He never got that fence. But see, the thing is that I might have, my yard may not be. My grass is green, but this dude his son lives next door to me now, and he's officially the cat man. Because they got fucking like 30 fucking cats over there.
Man, little D and his woman, man, they're the cat rescuers, man.
Cat, man.
I don't know what's going on, dude.
And they're in their 20s. I can only imagine, dude, when they hit fucking 50, dude. They have cats just on them and shit. Cat coats.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious, man.
Now I got to get my yard together. I had the dude mow my lawn together, man. He mowed it at a 2.
Who? So is that short?
Short, man.
Is that like a putting green short?
Man, it was damn. I seen dirt. I was like, man, what the happened? He was like, I don't know. And so he mowed it, and then a quarter of it, he realized it was too low, so then he moved it to a 4. So he got all this short stuff.
Dude, these damn kids, man. Got straight lines and the right height, man. It's like a haircut, dude. You got to edge it, man. Like if you don't edge your yard, it's like getting a haircut and not getting lined up.
That's true, huh?
Dude, you got to edge your yard, man.
Yeah, and you edge your yard, then you just blow the leaves over to your neighbor's house.
That's what I used to do. I used to edge your house all the time.
You do that shit all the time, dude. But you didn't know what I did to your house, dude. I used to do some stuff, man.
But you never knew, dude, because because my yard was always manicured nice. Yours wasn't.
No,
so
I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You guys are some grimy motherfuckers. Like, good thing wasn't grumpy old man, dude, because I'd have burnt down his shit. You know. But anyways, man.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
You know, but you know what I do regret, dude?
What?
I do regret not buying that house over there. Your next right here. I regret it right now. Dude.
Yeah, dude, that was a $100,000
investment. Yeah, and
equity equity off the bat.
Yeah, dude,
I should have bought it, dude. You know, but I was just bought this, and then, man, dude, that could have been a short sale. You could have flipped it right away.
No, I would have kept it, man. I would have kept it, and I could have built like a shed on the back, you know, or not a shed, but like a little house shed, so I can put my mom out.
Like back. A she shed. That's what they call them, dude.
Yeah, but for my mom, dude, you know.
Yeah, a she shed for your mom.
That's a gram shed. Yeah, but anyways, man, besides that, everything's going good right now and no issues, but
Yeah,
I mean,
man. I'm excited for the NFL season, man. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the NBA finals to come up. These games, man, it's exciting, dude. I'm excited for what we have going on right here in the lab, dude.
That's the thing. I'm excited more about what we got going on in the lab. But more, I mean, do you think that we'll make it through the whole season of football?
Ah, man, initially I thought no, we probably wouldn't, but I think we will now. Mm-hmm. I don't know, bro. I feel like, like everything is just so politicized. We just don't know what's gonna happen or where anything's gonna go, and we just can't get our people just to even get on the same page. Like right. we just pick sides, right? So we have people that just aren't gonna wear a mask because whatever, and then you have some that will, and then just fight with each other. And
I just think that I don't
know what's gonna happen, man.
Well, that's the thing is that nobody knows right now because we're in the warm season, dude. So, but when it gets cold and flu comes with some of those players and their loved ones, from fans being in the stand, because they're going to talk about bringing fans back, and those type of weather conditions, man, we don't know what's going to happen because you got people might just stop dropping dead. Bro, did you remember that guy that ran for president? Remember the black dude? His name was Herman Cain, 999. Remember him? Mm-hmm. He had the pizza chain and all that stuff. Yeah. He's dead?
No way. I didn't know. How did he die?
And we're not gonna get on politics, but this fool went to that Tulsa Trump
rally and he died. He died of COVID.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
I saw a joke that said, man, something like, man, Trump lost a quarter of his black voters at that rally.
That is definitely true. Yeah, but anyways, man, that was that one. But yeah, we're just when that COVID hit, I mean, in the stands, like the college kids, they're coming back when it gets cold.
Yeah,
these guys, I guess what they're saying is that everybody should just like get rid of your mask and just go out and kick it. And if you got COVID, give me that. And then if I live, I live. Just get immune to it.
What's crazy is we're in such a climate in our country where we don't believe like this. Like for instance, the CDC is saying like we should still wear a mask. Everybody should be masked up and stuff, and we just don't half believe it and half don't. And it's such a weird time, and I get it too. I get it why people don't necessarily believe it because everything is there's not much transparency and truth in stuff that's being told to us, right? So then it raises a lot of red flags and caution to what people say. Like I don't believe. What's the saying? Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Like it's like we just can't trust people anymore. You know, and I think that our government and our politicians have to work hard on gaining the trust back of all Americans, because the truth is this, man. It shouldn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. I should trust that person has my best interests at heart.
Right.
And we don't. I think as a collective, we don't believe that. You have one side that believes that our president now is the savior and he loves everybody and has their best interests at heart.
Right. And
then you have the other side who find most of the shit he says as bullshit.
Right.
And doesn't. So I think that it's not his fault that it's like that. It's been years in the making. He's just the icing on the fucking cake where, you know what I'm saying? Like this is years in the making of politicians.
No, this motherfucker's an idiot, bro.
I'm not saying
he's saying some wild ass shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not, but I say we've had years of politicians who basically never been honest and have just politicians are politicians, man.
Politicians are politicians.
And then you have this guy who comes in, and I think he's just icing on the top. It's like, what the?
Well, and I don't want to get on the Trump.
Yeah, we're not going to go into it.
But I want to explain to you what Trump is, okay?
You give it
and I want everybody to understand out there what Trump is. Trump came in, and people got Trump. They voted for Trump because, and the reason why he's a president is because they said, we're done with politicians. We want to get all these fake politicians and all these liars out of there. We need this guy. This guy's a good businessman. This guy's going to come in. He's going to make, drain the swamp, and because he's a businessman, is what he's going to do. So what he's doing is he's thinking business. He don't care about social issues. He don't care about nothing going on with your health care. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. As long as the stock market's doing good.
Well, and
that's his mindset.
Yeah, no, you're right, because anytime somebody comes to him with a problem or whatever, he always falls back on the economy.
Yeah,
and that's the one thing one of the things that bothers me, and it should bother everybody, is the fact that every time he speaks on stuff, he's always, to me, what he's more worried about is the stock market and his economy, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And if that's all he's worried about, he's not worried about fundamental core issues of our country. He wants things to look good on paper.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, American people didn't get him in there for that. They said they got him in there strictly because they need a businessman in there. So what he knows is that he's a rich dude, and if the economy's looking good, he's winning. He don't care about none of that stuff. And a lot of people don't care about any of that stuff, dude. Yeah. My fucking 401k is doing fucking swell.
Yeah,
it's doing good.
But also, your 401k can be gone like that.
It can be gone like that. But let me tell you, I will give all the money I have in my 401k up on the real, dude, for change to help people out.
The true change. That's going to give long-lasting,
right. And a lot
systemic change for everybody.
And a lot of people don't think about that. They just think about that money, dude, and that's where we're at. And so it is what it is.
And people think like that too because there's a lack of, right? Like,
and I want to say this on the record, okay? Since we're recording this right now. Everybody out there that's a Trump fan and they're done this Trump, there's only one Republican that's going against this guy harder, and that's Mitt Romney. Mm-hmm. And so all these people that are on this Trump thing, Trump, Mitt Romney is the only dude out there that's a Republican that's calling out all these guys. So listen here. In the next 4 years, Mitt Romney is going to be the president. And people are going to be like, oh, Mitt Romney this and Mitt Romney that. But at the same time, you got to remember, you are a Trumper, dude. You are a Trumper, and everything that this guy stands for, you're not standing for it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just that. And let's get off that shit.
Yeah, man. So I was listening to Joe Rogan. I listen to Joe Rogan often, and I was listening to him. He had Mike Tyson on the episode again. And they're talking about, you and I have had this conversation before, talking about the drugs that they use a little bit, and he was talking about DMT.
It's like a hallucination drug.
It's man. I'm telling you what. Okay, man. I'm a square. I'm a square when it comes to shit, man. Like, I don't drink. I drink wine now, right? Just for we thought it'd be funny for the podcast to learn about wine.
That's how you do it.
And I'm actually enjoying it. But anyways, man, every time I hear him talk about it, though, the more I've heard him talk about it, I'm thinking like, man, dude, I kind of want to try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get to where I'm retired from work, where I can just, and I might have to try it someday.
Dude, I need to get retired from my job so I can smoke some weed. Fuck taking some hallucination drug.
If you guys are listening right now, if you're listening, go listen to Joe Rogan or pull him up on YouTube and listen when he talks about it, man. That stuff, it makes you like come back out of it like just a better person. Your appreciation of life. You no longer fear like that. You don't fear death. You appreciate life. You become more spiritual, more connected to the earth, to God, to mankind. You just become like a better,
that's what I heard,
dude.
But that's scary, bro. Because this is what I heard. It's like you hear all these things. Is that you see the things with like the third eye.
Yeah.
The pineal. If your pineal gland is open, it's supposed to be your third eye, right?
Yep.
Your pineal gland's like in your brain. And if you look at like a lot of the Egyptian type stuff, they always have like that symbol, and it represents your. You know what I'm talking about? Represents like your third eye. And if you can basically open that, it will make you like a super person. And I would tell you guys, like, man, I'm trying to tell you, man. So there's ways that you can do it, right? You can like massage your pineal gland and basically, I'm being serious, bro. This is real talk right now. But
I'm not saying you're not, but it just sounded funny. Massage your.
But the thing is that when you take that DMT, it's supposed to open up your pineal gland like boom right away, and you're supposed to just understand what the world is.
Yeah.
Because man, we put all these things in place You know what I'm saying, bro? We put all these things in place to say, well, this is the way that you're supposed to live your life, and you're not a good person if you do this, and this is this, and you're a deadbeat dad, this is this, and then you have like the system that we're in as humans. But
one of the things that's kind of crazy. You say that, and if you think about it, like who decided these things were bad? Who decided they were bad, and who decided that they can tell me, you, what we can and can't do?
Right.
That's kind of weird when we think, well, what kind of stuff like that? Like if it's not injuring somebody else, it's not committing a crime like that.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing something to myself, like who decided at one point in time that I can control what you put in your body and what you do to yourself?
And that's where we're at.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, we're in a dictator capitalism,
social democratic socialist.
Yeah, we're like we're in this crazy world, and then you pick what side you're on. You know, you pick what side that you want because. I mean, I'm driving home. I have to put my seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Why do I have to do that? I can't go out and smoke crack, and I can't go out and shoot meth. Why not? It's my body.
Yeah.
Why is that against the law?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. It's kind of like, who put these? Not just those laws with drugs. All these laws into place to basically say, well, this is the way it is.
Yeah.
Love it or leave it. But we're all. That's the whole deal. Is that peanut gland? When you open it, it just shows you what's more important. It's the important. Of
women about
the world.
Well, that's what both of them said. It says when they did it is like they just come back just a better person, and your connection to people and everything else is at such a heightened level,
right,
where you just come back and see everything in a different light. And they're like, man, more people should do it because it would probably make the world a better place.
Right.
And you probably should have facilities that actually
do studies and shit.
Do studies with this stuff with people that want to do it, because I think you can learn. And they talked about too, like if you think about it, like the creative genius that comes out when you get in those states.
Oh, really?
Of mind, like that's when like some I don't know names off the top of my head, but they pretty much say like the stuff that is created by people that are high or in those states is stuff that's changed our world.
Right. Because it's out of a bubble of the fake reality that the world says it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we live in a fake world, right?
Yeah, we've
created this fake.
Right. And the whole deal is that I think every country lives in their fake bubble of what the world they think it is, but nobody's on the same page when it comes to anything. We're too busy fighting amongst ourselves to really figure out what is going on everywhere else in this universe.
Or we're too much fighting around to figure out who we really are.
Yeah.
Who am I? Like I don't even know who I am. I was reading this thing that was talking about like we mold ourselves. Well, we're way off on some different topics, but these are topics, and I will get into
this all the time.
Yeah, this is what we do. But like they're pretty much saying how you mold yourself to the environment you're in. And we all do it to an extent, right? Like if you go into work, all right, I'm going into my work mode. If I'm home, my home mode. If I'm coaching, I'm in my kind of coach like mentor mode. But we do all these shape shifting type of things.
That's so true. Yeah, that's true.
And the whole time is we're probably never our true self. I'm like, and I forgot the whole gist of this, but it's like it made me think like, man, like how much of what I'm presenting is not who I truly am sometimes, because I come in different environments and I kind of just fit in that environment.
Right.
And, we all do it.
Right.
But are we really?
That's deep, bro.
It's like, man, what if something like that helps you find who you really are? Like who you are, who you're meant to be, and what your passions are. Man, we're all living this false kind of life.
Yeah, we're living this false kind of life, but I guess I'm living this false kind of life because I feel like I need to provide for mine. I need for them to, and that's the crazy deal, man. That's deep, bro. This is a deep conversation, and they talked about this whole deal about the DMT basically helping you find that because what I heard about the DMT is that a lot if you look at like in like the Amazons and stuff like that, they have these little like frogs, like yellow frogs.
Yeah, it's poisonous.
They're poisonous frogs, and I guess it's a little bit of that was DMT, right? Is that?
I really don't know. I don't know much else about it other than everything I talk about. It sounds interesting as hell.
Well, let me tell you, Mike Tyson.
And honestly, bro, I'm just about like growth. Just like I want to grow and learn and be better and some type. And you hear these things, you're like, man, dude, like everybody. And they say you can't die from it. They say you can't die from this stuff.
Man, I don't know, man. I
mean, I don't know.
No.
And they talk about doing like he says like when you do it, like if you new to it, take like a micro dose, which is I guess it's a smaller dosage. It's not as long lasting. Not as I have no idea. I have to do more research. And if somebody out there listening to us knows, man, school us up on it. I'm more intrigued than anything. But if I can be better in any sense in any sense of my life, like I'm looking for that.
Yeah. So anybody out there that knows anybody that took DMT,
we're talking about drugs.
No, dude, I want to know about this stuff now, dude. If you know anybody that knows anybody that took DMT, bro, let us know, especially in our area, and I want to bring them on and tell us exactly about it. And you know, I mean, because this Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson's the type of guy is like, that guy was like a pit bull, bro, like running around, like biting humans and shit like that. He's like a pit bull without a leash, and he's like the laid backest guy out there now.
And you know, listen to Mike Tyson talk, man, you realize, man, like he's a very intellectual guy. Like he's a
DMT,
bro. He's right, like though but he's not a dumb guy,
right?
Like he's done some stupid shit, and I think he has some issues or had some issues. But
I think he still might have issues,
and he might still. But he just learned how to live with them and deal with them, and smoke a lot of weed, you know, and all whatever. But but he's not a dumb dude. Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Yeah, and you just saying it. So I told you we were like at the studio, we were out chilling, right? So I'm outside, and I'm out there, and I shouldn't have been out there drinking, and this dude just walks up. And you could tell that he could have been homeless, whatnot. And he starts talking to us, and he's just like, oh, yeah. And he's telling us a story. And I talk to everybody. I don't judge anybody. And he's telling me that he says he's schizophrenic, and he has these mental issues. And he's like, but I'm on my medication. I'm doing really good now. And I was like, so does the medication help? He was like, oh, yeah. He says the medication helps like you wouldn't believe. He says, oh, have you ever done meth? And I was like, nah, man, I ain't never done meth.
That's just a funny question, right?
Yeah, he asked me, like you know.
Really?
Yeah, he asked me if I'd done meth, and I was like, I don't even know what meth looks like, to tell you the truth. And then, so that's what and I was like, I said, well, why, man? He was like, if you do a lot of meth, that's like schizophrenia, like that's borderline there. He says, being on meth and being schizophrenic is like the same thing. He says, if I wasn't on my medication right now, I'll be talking to those bushes right now.
Damn.
That's what he told me. And he was just like, dude, I was just out there and we were just out there chilling. I was just talking to him, man. And it's like, I like to hear stories from real people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude, because, you know, I think we dismiss a lot of people too.
Right.
We just dismiss people that don't look like they look like us, or they can. Lots of times we dismiss people that just we don't feel they can give us anything in return.
That's what the world's problem is, bro.
Bro. We're looking too much to receive something instead of.
And
I think you're right, bro. I think that's kind of, you know, we need to bring people on here to kind of share their. I want to learn more from people that live a different life.
I want to bring people on the show to deal with like the mental illness type stuff. There's something going on in their head that makes them feel like they're not part of the society because they're like that, and they're pushed to the side. But that's this bubble deal that we're in, to where you gotta have to live a certain way. You have to have a certain standard. You have to do all these different deals, and that's the way that I live my life because I watched the fucking Cosby Show and shit, you know. But it's just one of those things. It's kind of like there's so many people out there that got, man. They got some people out there that are going through some shit, but they could also teach us something, you know.
Yeah.
And there's a guy here in Moses Lake, dude, who has like this mill. I would like to get him on the show. I heard he's a good guy. He gives back to Moses Lake, bro. He has this mill.
I don't know who that is, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
If he can't add value, we don't bring it on. I was talking shit.
Yeah, but I guess this guy, he has that mill, and I guess he got like a lot of homeless people and a lot of people with mental issues and drug users, whatnot. He has a mill here in Moses Lake that he's letting them stay in. And I guess he's big, dude. He donates, and I guess I want to know who this guy. I can find out his name, bro, and I don't know if he'll come on our show because we're kind of off the grid, you know. And
yeah, who knows, man? Bring it, but hey, I do want to know. Like seriously, I think we need to bring somebody on that has experimented with some of that.
Derek's officially a junkie now.
No, I want to.
Oh, but don't. Okay, go ahead. We need to do that. Let's be that. Let's try to find somebody, bro.
Yeah, let's be that. Let's be that show.
DMT.
On the DNA.
DNT. Oh yeah, and I'll bust a flow for you guys.
So I
don't forget. Don't forget what you're gonna say. So the thing is that you guys can laugh at me and you guys can do what you guys want to do. So I was talking about massaging your pineal gland, right?
Yeah.
So dude, I massage my pineal. Listen, dude, I massage my pineal gland. No, I'm not joking, bro. I'm being dead serious, man. So what I did is that I seen things on TV what you do. So I just got a whole bunch of high alkaline water, right? And I was drinking high alkaline water, and they tell you, like me, I was just eating protein, right? And right. And so I was massaging it, dude. And there's a certain way that you do it. And so I was doing it, and I did it for like 3 weeks, man. And it fucked me up, bro. You live next door. You lived next door at the time. So I was doing it, and then when I would lay down and go to bed, I could hear everything, dude. I could hear the conversations that was going down with my kids downstairs. Like I was sitting there, I could hear people out by the mailbox.
They're like spider senses. Senses.
Yeah. So this is what fucked me up. I ended up getting up in the middle of the night, and then I was walking out of my bedroom. I turned around, and I looked, and I saw myself in the bed. And I stopped doing that shit from there, dude. It was like I looked like, but it was like out of body experience. I'm trying to tell you, dude.
You sure you weren't on that DMT?
Dude, I don't know what but there's a certain way. I'll tell you when we get off the show how to massage it, bro. It's crazy, man.
I don't know if I want to learn how to massage it, man. Anyways, hey, you're talking about like mental illness and stuff. Mm-hmm. There's that new documentary on Netflix called The Social Dilemma. Watch that, dude. That is basically about how we're so connected to our cell phones now, and how it's been manipulated by social media, basically. More about social media, and how social media companies have manipulated the systems to just mess with us, man, and how we're all addicted to them now, and how it's causing all this kind of chaos, inner chaos in our families and within us, you know. Dude, it's fucking trippy, dude. It's interesting. It's trippy. It makes you think twice about letting your kids have cell phones, and even for us as adults. Because I find myself sometimes, too, just so I can just sitting there just scrolling through, social media, Facebook, Instagram or something. But it's crazy what's behind it that makes you do that, dude.
So what is it?
It's just how, dude. It's just how they've manipulated the whole system to keep you on their platforms. It's just it's crazy, dude. So anybody out there, if you haven't seen that yet, The Social Dilemma on Netflix, check that out. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy, man. And you realize that they've created a system that I don't know if there's any answers to how to fix yet. But you talked about mental illnesses and stuff, right? We have a lot of kids and adults, man. That's the thing. But a lot of kids at younger ages that are finding they get phones now at younger ages, and how they value themselves through the phone and through likes they get, through the friends they have on social media. So if they don't get likes or the comments are negative, like it's really just fucking with kids' head at a really young age, and so it's creating a mental illness that really we're not prepared for. That's why you're seeing. Truth is, you're seeing a lot of more suicide attempts by like preteens, dude.
Right.
Teenagers.
Right.
And it's crazy, dude. It's
right.
just
and then you got your extremists, because as soon as that person has little self-esteem issues, that's borderline suicide, they post something and somebody likes it. It's like, I can go with this. It may be the negatives. It could be negative.
It's weird.
And they get like after like after like. Hey, I'm getting these likes.
Yeah. So what I've been doing myself personally is just because it's like the I guess it's the blue light they call it, the blue light on the phones, or the phone give off, the TVs give off and stuff. Like just a little bit of a light. Or like every time it dings and comes on, it's not allowing you when you're even sleeping to get into a deep sleep. which is
I know
which
what
is
you're
not
talking
allowing you to like even recover
I
and
understand
stuff.
what you're saying,
So
yeah.
so little things like that.
Yeah, dude,
and
they've done tests on
they've done tests on that. So
stuff.
like it doesn't. So it affects you like in how fast you react to things, how fast you process things, how you think. It affects athletes, students, like all these things that it affects. So I made sure, man, like the last couple months I've been putting my phone in the bathroom at night to get it away from me. My alarm's set. It's in the bathroom though, but I try to set long-term health shit, man. Like,
yeah, dude, me and my phone, I usually just set my timer on it to where it's nighttime. Did you hear it go doom, doom, doom? That means that it's shut off. So
nice.
To where on the iPhone, you can set it.
Oh, nice.
To where you can set it so if somebody calls or texts or whatnot, it'll just go to the side,
You ever feel like as soon as you get like a ding, like you got to answer it right away? I know you don't, because you don't fucking answer no text, man.
My text, I don't even know.
I do though. Like honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like if I get a ding, I'm like, oh, let me answer real quick, or let me see, so that I can be like, all right, I'm putting my phone down, go sit with my family, hear a ding. Oh, I better get that and check that. Like,
right? No,
I find myself doing that, dude. So and then watching this,
just be like me, bro. Just say that phone is there. My family's here.
Well, yeah,
it is what it is.
No, I'm working. I'm working on that, right? But and I have been for a while. I'm aware of it. But watching that show on Netflix makes you realize, like, holy shit,
dude.
Like,
don't you? I get grief from my wife, dude. Like, you don't answer my texts, and
you don't answer my texts.
I don't answer nobody's texts, dude. I just don't. I got my phone with me, but I just listen to music or I listen to
I
shit.
literally asked this guy a question, man. Like, hey, Aunt, some stuff for the studio or rearrange the studio. I'm like, hey, Aunt, what do you think of these, man? I don't hear from him for 3 days about it.
Yeah, just like I just don't do it, man. I don't know why. I just
it's like, dude, I'm like, yo, you there, man?
Like me, I wake up. When I wake up on the weekends, dude, I plug my phone in upstairs, dude, and I'm like, I just leave it up there.
So who else out there that's still listening an hour into the episode? Who else out there has a problem with putting their phone down? And I'm curious to know who will be honest about sharing that, because I find myself like that, Yes. And when I think back, like when we were younger, man, like, dude, if we left the house, we had no phones.
Yeah.
Now, dude, if I don't have a phone, I feel like I'm lost, dude.
Dude, I went for years not wanting a phone. They were, well, so you gonna get a phone? I was like, no, I just don't need a phone. Like, I don't want a phone.
Yeah.
I still don't want a phone right now.
It's weird now. How do you deal? So before we close out, man, we're an hour in, and we'll get out here in 5-10 minutes, man. How do you as a dad? I might know your answer because you're pretty just fucking cut and dry. But how do you, as a dad, deal with the phone issue in your house? Have you had any issues with your boys in phones? And if you had to take them away, have they reacted kind of like an extreme way when you've taken it away, like it's the end of the world type of shit?
I get the best. I get the best out of my youngest son when I take his phone from him. It's kind of like he needs his phone taken from him at, about 4 or 5 times a year. I have to take it from him. It's like, but besides that, it's kind of like, dude, it's like, I guess right now, since I'm my youngest one, I'm kind of like slipping a little bit because I used to just grab my older son's phone, give me the phone, and I knew the password, and I would go through it. My middle son go through it, and then now my youngest son is like, I'll go through it every now and then, like every now and then. I don't even know the code. I used to know the code, you know what I'm saying? So I need to step my game up to figure out that. But do you have rules with the phone? Like, do you have like, hey, at 8 p.m., man, during the week, school's in session, 8 p.m., phone is up. I got it. Give it to me. Yeah, and that's the hard thing.
How do you for parents out there? Because I'm sure that's what I do. That's an issue.
I would take the phone away from him. He would have to go to bed about 9:30. I would take the phone away from him. But the hard part is that when he wakes up from school, we're gone.
Yeah. So
it's like, that's his alarm.
Yeah.
So it was to the point to where we would basically have to take it to his room, or we would sometimes leave it with him and trust that he wouldn't be on it, And we caught him, kids are going to be kids. We caught him, and then we take the phone away. And I should have just got him an alarm clock.
I know, right?
Right? Just get him alarm. One of those ones that light the room up, Man. I hated alarm clocks, dude, because I would be the guy that always looked at the alarm clock, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, man, I got to wake up. And then oh shit! It's only 11 o'clock. Oh man! I thought it was gonna be So, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a tough issue. I know it's crazy with us and with our boys. All of our kids have phones, and our youngest is 10, and and I was against phones. Like no phone until you're in middle school. And middle school, you could get a phone because at that point you're walking home sometimes. You're straight after sports and all this stuff, right? And but what I've noticed over the years is and now my oldest son was good about it. Like if I had to discipline him and take a phone away, it wasn't end of the world. Like it wasn't like now. I know other people deal with this, and I have. When you take a phone away from these kids now, it's literally like end of the fucking world. Like they're fucking like going crazy, and I'm like, and I know I'm not the only parent dealing with this. I've talked to parents that are doing the same thing. Like, man, when I discipline my son to my phone away, it's like the end of the fucking world, you know. And I'm like, so, and then watching this documentary too, it's like, holy cow, man, these kids they're literally addicted to this phone.
They feel like they're
almost like their self-worth is attached to it.
Yeah.
Almost like, oh my God, if I don't answer this text in 5 minutes, you know, my friends are gonna make fun of me because I don't have my phone on me, type of thing. I don't like it's weird,
years down the road, it might become like part of like an addiction.
I think it is, bro.
It becomes part of, to where that's where we may get to where it may not be the drugs and those things that are addicted to this thing and this like me world, you know.
Well, they say like, you know, when you post a picture on social media or something. Like when you get likes and stuff, it's like it's a dopamine hit, you know, and that's what gives you that high, which is literally similar or the same as getting high from a drug. So that's what people are addicted to. They do those posts and they get those likes. They mix them like boom, boom. They get all happy and they get this little high off of it. And this is fact. This is science, right?
And that's kind of funny because when we did our first show, like the next day we kind of like had 100 views, and I was just like, And then I talked to a guy, and he was like, "Man, that's legit, dude. Man, you guys got 100." Like I was like, "No,
we don't know
views." I was like, "Oh, that's cool, man." He was like, "No," I was like, and still today to me, it's just like, man, I'm doing this like NWA. I'm doing it for my people that I'm around. If nobody likes it, it's so fucking what? I could look back at this shit from years and be like, hey, remember we did that shit? And it's just what it is. But if I can bring any value to anybody's life, or they can bring any value to mine, that's where I'm at in my life, bro.
Yeah. So what I would say, bro, that's where I'm at too, man. I want to make sure like we take this platform we have and we grow this, but we find a way to
value with this value and knowledge and value, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to bring people on that can add value to you and I and to people that may watch us. I want to make sure that some of the shit we've been through hopefully can bring value to the people that watch us, man.
I want to find people out there that just know something that just like school me up on, because I'll sit there and ask questions.
Oh, bro. Yeah. But you know, the whole phone thing is, man, is like, I think if I could give advice to any parents, right, because I have a 23-year-old all the way down to a 10-year-old, 4 boys, right? Is set boundaries with those phones, dude. Set boundaries with them from day like one. Young kids don't need phones, I don't think, right? I think as a parent we find it easy to give a phone, have an excuse to give a kid a phone at a younger age because all the kids have them, whatever it is. Right. But also, I think what happens is we allow the phone to occupy kids, and it makes it a little bit easier as a parent at that moment in time to not parent. But it makes it easier on us. And not that you don't want to parent, but fuck, man, we live a full life. We know we're up early. We work full time. We gotta feed the kids. We got all these responsibilities. So if I can give this to my son, this can occupy him for an hour or two, where I don't have to.
Yeah, I understand.
Right, so we find that, right? But as a parent, I would say, man, like
don't
give them a phone till at least middle school. And I think know their codes, but also set super strong boundaries. Like, hey, man, hey, 6 o'clock is dinner. Phones are away for an hour. We're sitting down as a family at dinner. We're gonna get away from that shit, and then guess what? You can say goodbye to your friends, your girlfriend, good night and stuff, and then at whatever time your bedtime is.
Well, dude, hey, I can put
that shit up,
that's
right?
What's up, bro? Because I can tell you were working on it. Because, dude, every time I text you text me back all the time.
Yeah,
I called you today. And you didn't answer. I got up here, man. You was out there shooting hoops with your son, and I was like, "Look at this guy doing it." And so you said, "My phone's in the house." I was like, "Oh, okay." So, so that's what's up, bro.
Yo, man, I'm trying to be better always, right? And I'm in the same boat as a lot of people, man. Like,
I don't understand it because I.
Well, you don't, man. You don't give a shit, dude. I know.
It's not that I don't give a shit. Is I just don't know. Like, and so I get grief from people thinking I don't like them or anything like that. Please don't feel like that, guys.
Man, he don't like most of you, dude.
I don't get the whole thing. Like, man, I can't, I'm gonna hit you back. But
it's hard, man. I want to know. I'd like to know some stories that parents have dealt with. Like just regarding the phone. I would like to know, man, because I know we've dealt with some, man, where my kids aren't even really in fucking trouble, dude. And I'm like, hey, give me your phone for the night, and they'll go off the hinges, dude. Where it's like, and not like off the hinges like crazy, but like where they make it a bigger deal than what it is. Where it's like, literally, man, put the phone up for 12 hours, man. You can have it back tomorrow. And
that's crazy, man.
And I'm like,
what
do you need? What do you need? What do you need this phone for, man? You're sleeping. So I even told my kids before, like, all right, man, this is your chance. Tell me why you need this phone tonight. From 9 a.m. to 6 a.m. Why do you need this phone?
You know what he said? He said,
and they couldn't give me an answer.
Because they're not gonna tell you he wants to rub one out.
Well, no, listen.
From Pornhub, he's not gonna tell you that, dude. Now, listen, he's not gonna tell you that.
If he would have told me that, I might have gave him a pass.
Shit, we have to go fucking find the Sears catalog when I was younger, bro. JCPenney's, man. That's what we had.
You remember that thick ass JCPenney catalog?
Yeah.
You'd roll through that JCPenney catalog looking for your Christmas gifts, like circling your gifts and tag. Yeah,
I went strictly to the bras and panties section. I was a little perfect.
That was in the back of the book.
Yeah, that was my section.
Those are the 80s, man. Those 80s and 90s for you, dude. So the cell phone, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, I think we need to get on the topic of that a little bit more.
Yeah, man, we need to bring somebody on that probably knows more about the ins and outs of that and how to deal with that and solutions for that, because I know, man, that it's an issue now and it's only going to get worse over the years to come. It's going to be bad.
We had Roy Valdez on the show. He talked about Ted Nowinski, the Unabomber. Mm-hmm. He was, I guess, Roy was kind of saying that was the reason why he was bombing these people, because they were trying to add more technology in these phones and all that type stuff.
And everything.
And it's kind of like, it's like, don't do that stuff because it's going to destroy the human. And if you look at like, what's his name? What's the guy that died? Stephen Hawkins, the guy that, one of the smartest guys in the world. He says, we want our technology to just kind of just slow it down. Yeah. Elon Musk, these guys are saying these type of things because they're saying this artificial intelligent world may take over. And like, you humans you guys are ruining this earth. That's a good place. And we'll just be parasites after they take over.
Well, and they're saying 5G is not healthy neither. This new 5G technology.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's supposed to be bad. Well, it's supposed to be where it's so fast that it's allowing people basically into your personal life. Like 5G technology is allowing where you can't go anywhere in the world undetected anymore. Yeah, like if you don't want to be undetected, like you can't walk down, like in China, for instance, right? In China, like you're literally walking down the streets in town, and it's zooming in on your face. It's identifying who you are. It's pulling your name. No, like literally, this is
like the movies and shit.
Like the movies. This is 100% real. And that's 5G technology.
So you're like walking like there's Derek Martinez with 5'6" so and so green eyes and all
everything. All your information's right there. Yeah, that's what it is, man. So they're saying like it's cool because it's faster and all this stuff they promote it to be, but man, we're tapping into a world that I don't know, man. Who knows what the hell?
You can't say shit. And I'm telling you, we'll talk about it off air, but you know, Bill Burr, he talked about this. He says they can be fucking putting chips in you, and you say something bad about the government, they're gonna turn your fucking chip off, and you won't be able to order drinks and shit. And
dude, it's coming, man.
And Bill Burr even talks about this whole fucking coronavirus, how they just need people to die off. He gets into it, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't put anything past anybody or anyways, hey, that's it, bro. Let's get out of here, Ant. Hey, that was episode 16, maybe, I think. I'm not quite sure.
18.
But yeah, whatever it is. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Please subscribe to YouTube, The Lab DNA, Instagram, Facebook, The Lab DNA, man. We appreciate everybody. Stay tuned, man. Good things to come.
West Side.
Peace.